Good afternoon, Mr. Haqqani and Lisa. Thank you very much. My name is Chand Iqbal. I've been a resident of the United States for the last 48 years. I'm an American Pakistani citizen. When I was young, I was in my country. We had a great relationship with the United States, which we were really proud that the time we had a choice, either we joined the communist bloc or we joined the capitalist bloc. We as a nation took the choice to join with the capitalist bloc, which was Western country and United States. As a result of that, we pay heavy price as a Pakistani. We pay heavy price when the U-2 plane took off from Pakistan, and that thing was offered us, even Iran, who was the king that time, he refused to provide that facility.
And the Pakistan did ask a question.
Yeah, I know, but I just want
the speeches have already been made.
I know. So. I just give you a little bit background feedback on that part. Why it's necessary right now to build up this kind of relationship, not in a negative sense, in a positive sense. Because Pakistan always been allies of the United States. Now we understand India is a big market, as a market, as a business-wise. But don't forget that. Because if you forget your oral allies, your friends, nobody will trust you. Yeah, you have to understand that.
Well, I requested you to ask the question you wanted to ask.
I'm asking a question to you now. First of all, Mr. Haqqani, that don't you think so that having a good relationship and peace in that part of the world to resolve this Kashmir issue is more important than the way you work very hard, Lisa, everybody in this area. If you resolve this normalization of Kashmir issue, there would not be any problem, just like in Afghanistan. Same thing. Why we have to...
May I suggest, we've got the question. Do you mind? Yeah, okay. We've got the question. Yeah, we asked the question.
Why we have to treat Pakistan equally to Afghanistan? And the Pakistan is a nuclear power.
Sir, I am requesting you to hand over the microphone, please.
Is not the same status.
Please hand over the microphone. You have asked your question. You have asked your question, number one. Lisa, do you want to take that?
Well, I think that represents some of the kind of thinking that that has generated our report. Number one, the Indo-Pakistani dispute over Kashmir is for the two countries to resolve. And in fact, I think if the U.S. were to try to take a more activist role, that would actually encourage more violence, because Pakistan has tried to use the violence there to draw in an international mediation role. And so we actually counsel in our report that the U.S. stay out of the Indo-Pakistani dispute over Kashmir and not try to seek any kind of mediation role, because that's not a role for the U.S. to play, would not be successful and would probably have the opposite impact of what the U.S. is trying to do in terms of encouraging peace in the region. Second, did not appreciate the comments about Afghanistan. Afghanistan is an important country. The government has come a long way. Women have come a long way. I remember I served in Pakistan. I was a diplomat there when the Taliban were coming to power, saw what they did to women. Women have a much more stronger role to play in the political, economic life of the country, and this is a good thing. And I guess I'll just leave it there.
A quick intervention by Dr. Fair, and then we'll go to Arnold.
Has any equities. Let's be very clear. India actually has a signed instrument of accession. That instrument of accession wouldn't happen if Pakistan had not dispatched tribal marauders into Kashmir in 1947. This history is very well known. If you want to bring up UN Security Council Resolution 1947, I'm going to ask that you read it first. So one of the things that I recommend in my writings is that we stop using the language India-Pakistan security competition, and we should instead use the language Pakistan's obsession with wresting territory illegally from India. No, I know my history, sir. I suggest you read it.
I think we are all in an environment of differences of opinion. If the group can resolve its differences of opinion, surely the audience can too. Arnold Zeitlin here.
My name is Arnold Zeitlin, and I've been reporting on Pakistan since Ambassador Haqqani was in middle school.
And I've known your byline since then. Exactly.
Indian school he was studying.
Thank you. No,
Sir, if you try to do those kind of attitude, if you continue to persist with that attitude, I will have to ask security to remove you.
That's the only thing you do.
Yeah.
Sir, for the sake of the event, please.
That's what you do.
If you are going to be at an academic institution, behave.
You are a raw agent. You want to disturb the peace in Pakistan, India. You are the sole responsible for that, to destroy the peace over there. You want to have a nuclear war over there?
I'm glad we saw the attitudes that have resulted in our effort at writing this report. Yes, Arnold, please.
excuse me. Does the Pakistan belief that they will somehow be awash in Chinese money reduce the impact of American influence in Pakistan? And also, is there anyone in the Trump gang who knows anything about South Asia?